Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today we are going to come back to the flower bed that is right here alongside the driveway that we have got some fantastic annuals in. We were here, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks ago, and today we're going to be adding more caladiums. If you've been around me for a hot second, you know how much I love caladiums. They do fantastic here in our North Carolina Zone 7B climate, and I've got 2 holes on the end of this bed that need to be filled in. Jerry and I were sitting on the front porch. I believe it was yesterday morning. I was like, you know what, hon? I think I'm gonna add caladiums to those corners because even though it is the middle of July, these things thrive in the heat and the humidity, and they love it. So they will fill in and give us gorgeous color. I have gone ahead and placed the bigger containers here on this corner. So let's just give a little perspective here of where we are. So obviously there's the house, there's the driveway, there is the field in front of the house, okay? So this is gonna be the first bed that you're going to come to, and I have this whole section here on the end that needs some love. It just was empty. Perfect place to fill in with these caladiums. It's a gorgeous color. This is Radiance, and Radiance has enough pink in here to go with my jazzberries, but it also has some white with that beautiful green edging and some green veining to it. These are the 8-inch containers, I believe it's called. Of course, these are the proven winners. Let me show you the tag because I know y'all love tags. This is the Heart to Heart Radiance Sun or Shade, which is fantastic. 14 to 16 inches tall, and then will fill in. Right now, this bed is in the shade. That is why we're gonna try to move with purpose this morning and get them in the ground before the sun hits, because as you can tell, it's creeping our way. Now, to give you a little bit of a refresher on what we have in this bed, I have got 2 on each side of the new perennial hibiscus from Walter's Gardens. This is Angel Eyes. You can see that she is about to open up with some buds. Beautiful white with a deep dark hot pink center. We've got purple fountain grass. We've got the jazzberries coming along here, as is the purple queen all the way down. I will say too that this bed, we just recently, like last week, a week ago, got this on some great compost mulch on it because it had been a little neglected. So that's why the plants are not as big as they really should be. At this time of year, they will come along. They've already grown so much since we got them mulched, and we've gotten beautiful rain, got the irrigation all squared away on them. So I know we're gonna have some rapid growth here pretty soon. So we've got the jazzberries going down through the front, which is those super petunias. It's the new Vista for this year. And then we have a beautiful pocket of the Trufula Pink Gum Frena in there. And then up at the top, we go back to the purple fountain grasses. This is the center stage pink crepe myrtle from Proven Winners. It will be a tree, but it will be more of a petite tree. You can see it's going to start putting on some buds here, or has buds. We'll start on to put on some blooms. Beautiful dark black foliage will be really fun. As it grows, obviously we will change our plantings around it, but that works for now. And then this is the other pocket from between 2 of the hibiscus, more of the Angel Eyes. There's one here, there's one over there, and then you can see where Brenna is up to the green electrical box. So we're going to come in and fill in with the quartz of the Radiance through here. We're actually going to start on this end because I think this space is actually a smaller space, and I have more quartz than I do the 8-inch pots. So we're gonna fill in up from the green box up to this second hibiscus right here with this Radiance. Now, remember I told you the Radiance can do sun or shade. When you have different growing conditions, you're gonna get a bit of a color variation. And this is perfectly shown right here. So there's 2 separate trays of Radiance. Can you see that there is that color variation? One is deeper, more intense. One's a little bit more white. I honestly don't remember which one was which. So we're gonna find out as we go through there and plant these and then watch them grow in and develop. But man, again, if you are looking for a fantastic pop of color, not necessarily flowers. You don't have to have flowers to have color and interest and texture in your garden. Caladiums, if you're in a hot, humid environment in the summer, Caladiums, man, are the way to go. They are just easy and fuss-free. I do want to show you, we're going to walk up here because I have French vanilla hibiscus that are blooming, and they are doing, the flowers are really pretty. Let me show you. We planted this last year. Look at that beautiful French vanilla. It is a very, very, very soft yellow. Will age it through the day to a little bit of a white, hot pink center. We have these here with some of just the old-timey azaleas that are doing well, but I do think my hibiscus do not get enough sun, because if you'll notice this tree line, yeah, here it is almost 1 o'clock, 12:30 in the afternoon, and they're still in the shade. They should be a lot larger than this, so they're very much on the small side. I think I'm going to move them this fall. Where exactly, that will be to be determined, but they're just not getting enough attention right here as far as the sun goes, and they are on irrigation, just not sun. So it's my job now to find out a perfect place for them to go so that they can just thrive and do wonderfully. Now, without further ado, let's go over here and get some caladiums in the ground. I'm going to come through here and I'm going to grab a caladium from each tray, and I'm going to mix the darker and the lighter colors. That way I don't have too much of a color block in the flower bed once they're in the ground. Now, these are the quart size containers, so we can plant them a little bit closer together. I do have more of these than, say, you know, those 8 inches. And we're just going to kind of come in here. I am not looking for solid coverage. The June bugs, I don't know where y'all are, if you have June bugs or not. We have June bugs. They're those big, huge beetle-like bugs. And Brenna just thinks it's the funnest thing ever to try to catch them. I don't think she's ever caught one yet, but man, she sure does try. These are not going to stay up, and that's okay. So we're just going to come in here and kind of tuck them. This is just a great filler. As I'm waiting for my hibiscus to fill in, I can come with these annuals and fill them in, fill in the gaps, and just make a beautiful color block display of plants. So we're making sure, Brenna, come. So we see some yellow jackets, and we're just going to say a little prayer that the yellow jackets are just out foraging and there's not a nest nearby. I think every place, wherever you live, has critters that are out to kill you in late summer. And for us, that would definitely include yellow jackets. They are some of the meanest, mean wasp, I guess, in that category. It doesn't matter if you mess with them or not. They just are going to be mean and come after you. So yeah, lots of fun. So we're just going to come in here and just kind of spread them out, give them a little bit of a fill in through this area. And then, like I said, these extras that I have can go down and fill in that bigger space with on the other end. So I'm going to start and get these guys in the ground because they're not going to stand up for me, and we are on quite a hill. So we're going to get these in the ground, start with those, and then see if I need to fill in with some areas. But I'm going to be using my Power Planter auger. I'm using the 5-inch. It's the perfect size for these quart size containers, and I will I'm going to use the Proven Winners time release fertilizer. I don't use typically Biotone with my annuals. They do just great with the time release from Proven Winners. That's that slow release. So I'll aug the holes, and then you can either put the slow release in the hole directly, or you can sprinkle it around the plant. Who knows what I'll do, but we're going to get these in, and then we will move on down to the other end. And then we will move on down to the other end. Alrighty, my friends, so we got the first section of caladiums all planted and they look great. We started here at the green electrical box and then just worked our way around till we got to that last hibiscus, and we went ahead and put some kind of in front of that hibiscus. I did have to work around irrigation lines. I was trying to do a little bit of a staggered planting on them, but this second one I went down and I was like, why is this auger not going down? Well, I was literally on top of the irrigation line. Praise the Lord. It did not puncture it. So they're in here. The plan, the hope, the prayer is that they will fill in and get nice and thick. I can imagine that purple fountain grass get nice and big and full, and everything just kind of flowing into each other and over each other. So we have the one angel eyes here in the back. Then we kind of went up into them and then tapered down again here at the other angel eyes. Now we're just going to work our way on down the bed, and I have got, I think it was 5 of the quartz left over. So I have a section right here in front, really kind of between those angel eyes again. Between this one, I can fill in right here and will be really nice. If I have any left over, I don't know that I will. I have that little corner right here that I can plop those into. So what I'm gonna do is just the same thing I did before. Aug my holes, put in my slow release fertilizer, put the caladiums in, bring the native soil back, bada boom, bada bing, there you go. And it is all done. So love the color that this is bringing to the bed already. It's gonna look great when it's done. Okay, my people, the project for today is complete. It was a pretty simple one, just throwing some caladiums in the ground. But man, don't they look good back there? So happy, and praise the Lord. The clouds came back, so it's been actually, you know, kind of halfway pleasant out here. I'm not, sweat's not dripping off my nose, and oh goodness. So let me just show you. I digress a little bit there. Okay, so here we have the whole bed. That you can really just get that perspective. Down here on the bottom, when I had those quart-sized caladiums, I went ahead and put 2 of them together in a hole. That way, for the most part, they look all about the same size. I did have, since I had 5, one was an odd man out, but he was a pretty good size one by himself, so I thought that that was okay. But this Radiance is really fun because you get that variation of color. You get the red, the the pink. There's some red into it, but it's mostly pink. The pink, the white, the green, and it just blends really well. I cannot wait for the hibiscus to start blooming. It will look really nice. And then as you come down, you will begin to see the other pop of caladiums up here at the top. So it really just filled in that hole on both ends of the flower bed, gives it a nice cohesive filled in look. And that would be one thing that I just recommend to you as far as when you're doing your flower beds. You don't have to get it perfect the right time. There is no such thing as perfect, first of all. But don't worry about, you know, if you don't get every single little corner filled in that you want to. It's okay to plant it in stages. This bed absolutely was planted in stages, and that's okay. Don't put that pressure on yourself that you have to get it just right the first time and then, you know, move on. If you do, awesome, great, but don't put that on yourself. If you've got holes, it's okay. As time and as resources allow, you can go back there and fill that in. But it's going to be a really fun area to watch and grow and develop. Yeah, I can't wait. We will of course give you updates on this area, but caladiums, man, if you're not having them in your garden, you really need to, folks. They are just such an easy, fantastic way to get color into your garden. Low maintenance, easy peasy. Japanese beetles don't like them, so I'm just saying, you know, we're battling the heck out of them right now, but they don't touch the caladiums. Hope you found it fun, interesting, inspiring today. As always, thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.